बज रहे 8 बज रहे 8
Good evening, everyone, and we are back to Indian Gaming Series production partner IGC, media partner Zero Gaming, and presented by Thunder Esports. So we are back with another game, another action, and it is going to be a best of one series between Team Step Bros onto the red side, and they are taking on Team Link of God onto the blue side. So I'll be a caster Itami, and joining me will be another caster, and that is going to be none other than Asuya. So hello, Asuya, how are you doing?
Hello, Dami. Hello, everyone. And I am doing fine. I hope everyone else is doing fine too. And as we can see, most of the rough phase is already over. And I do see some typical bans, definitely, especially from the side of Team Step Bros right there. Balman as well as Vexana, two of the bans you usually do not see because there are a lot of other picks which you would prioritize, especially Badang, which has already been picked up by Step Bros. And like both the teams do not have much of those, meta picks which are really in hype right now, Itami, except Badang, Joe, and our Alpha.
I do agree. And if you ask me regarding the draft, then I would say if it is more meta reliant, then definitely Step Bros will have the higher advantage. Meanwhile, Team Link of God, their composition mode looks like the comfort kind of a composition, and Team Step Bros will be finishing their draft lineup. That is going to be the final touch with the Erethel. So I would say Step Bros, they have quite an aggressive kind of a composition right from the start of the game because they have the Chow as well as the Badang. So early game initiations will definitely be there, but it will depend upon how Team Link of God will be responding with all of those.
Well, yep, Moscow is a great marksman after all, has a lot of utility, can go for the side push, and can just join those team fights with the SOD. At the same right there, but then the question is it a Badang on the room or is it a Hiroshi on the room? What do you think, Itami?
Well, I most probably think Ulu might be the one who might be the roamer, and we have already proceeded on to the game. This is going to be the best of one series between Team Sparrows going up against Team Link of God. So I would like to remind you all that the prize pool for this tournament is going to be 1 lakh rupees on cash, and there will be diamond prize pool as well. But we have proceeded onto the game, and for now they are just focusing onto the basic rotation.
Yep, and at the same time, there's one typical thing right there that there is a Joe as well as a Badang in the enemy, but yet I do not see even a single Purify from either of teams. I mean, it's understandable because you really want that flicker, especially on Xavier, to move away from those walls which the Fist Crack will provide. I mean, this hero Badang is so OP right now. He has been having so much impact in those battlefields that he is kind of a menace with hardly any of the counters in existence.
I definitely agree. And okay, looks like for now they are not overaging onto any team fights. The turtle is yet to be spawning. Okay, Alpha is getting quite poked down onto there, but Moskov comes up with the first initiation. The flicker is yet to be used out by that Badang. He will be able to make an escape. And the Revitalize actually being popped out by the Angela quite early. So on to the next team fight, she won't be having that Revitalize in order to heal those teammates. But off cam kill, Alpha gets taken down. Hiroshi is the one with that initiation. He might be able to escape, and he does, at least for now. The turtle is about to be spawning, and Team Stebros having a bit of an advantage, at least for now.
I mean, true enough, after all, it is a two-hour meta pick with a lot of dashes. The mobility in the early game is insane, and especially there is a Ruby. She is a great EXP, or rather, I would say she was a great EXP later, but she received that nerf, and after that, her pick rate has gone down. That makes sense because she isn't able to sustain that much. But here comes the meteor shower, trying to tank up that damage. Look at her Angela being the perfect front laner, trying to just help the teammates out at the same time. Ilu in the bush, no one has noticed him yet. And once again, he missing out. That miss cracking by the Spear of Alpha, connecting right there, the damage taking up. And here comes Lancelot with the dashes. And the second skill will be able to take down Angela right there, but it will be a trade-off. It will also be an Alpha who will be taken down. 2-for-0 trade right there, and easy down for them.
Indeed, the jungler as well as the roamer getting taken down. So hopeless victory. I do think that we don't have to be using that resolution, but the way of the dragon play as well as the wall coming up from that Badang able to take that Xavier down, and looks like that will be an uncontested turtle for the side of Team Stepbros. They are already leading the game quite with almost over 3k goal lead. Moscow with that pin on to Hope, but still will be able to escape somehow. There is like Rithel will be having quite of a goal advantage. A triple combo coming up from that Badan, a really good wall, but the hard guard will be able to save that Moskov. Illu will be going down. The meteor tower was also used up by that Changa. The spear of destruction being used out by that Moskov in order to escape a really good play coming up, but still believe like the full tower will be getting standing up some hits by the Rithel. Hopeless Retry trying to make another initiation. The Phantom execution was also used out, but there comes Hopeless Retry with the dive and able to take that Alpha down. Even that heals coming up from the Angela was not able to save her. Tangi with that meteor shower once again. Angela is trying to do some crowd control onto that, but that will be a killing spree for he will be able to escape. And Lancelot comes up with another initiation, the way of the dragon, right onto the play. The spear of Alpha was also there, but still Hiroshi will be the one going down. The initiation was up to the point, but still Xavier will be taken down onto the process.
I mean, true step Rose being on the attack right now, and another kill. They are not stopping, and Ruby might next be on the top of block, although she does with that I am offended. Here comes the fifth crack. Once again, the stun is connecting, and Angela's hard guard on point, trying to save the low HP teammate, but then again, it is a waste of a resource because right now our Stepbros are on the aggro with a 4k goal lead onto their hands. They're not even showing any signs of retreating, and even Xavier knows at this point that there's no point for this initiation, but the SOC connecting right there, and I think that was a very, very bad initiation coming from the Moscow, being taken down between 3 people.
Yep, an overextension definitely. He only ended up losing his life, so not a worth it trade. The way of the dragon once again coming up from that tower, the revitalized being popped out by that Angela, but that meteor tower damage might not be enough to take that Angela down. She will be able to barely escape. The fear of Alpha was also there in order to save that Roma, but the I am offended taking up from that Ruby. There might be another initiation. The dawning light has been coming up, and finally a shutdown onto VTCC, but onto the process, Lancelot will be able to get that 30. So with that initiation, able to get that Alpha, and there comes Hopeless Retribution with the play, and that will be a double kill for the side of Irritel. A 4-for-1 trade for the side of Team Stepbros, but there comes another way of the dragon play, a really good flicker combo, and Badang will be able to get a kill, a complete wipeout for the side of Team Link of God.
And just look at Stepbros playing it so well. The communication between the teammates is just so beautiful, and the first year from the mid lane taken away. That's not a good trade because it opens up the map far too much. At the same time, once again, I do see the fist crack. Look at this Badang. He is a permanent ban according to me because the impact he's making, the impact of where the dragons are making. At the same time, Angela is a good not that great roamer because she might work as a mid laner when you have 2 tanks or maybe a tanky jungler and a tanky EXP, because she really needs the flask of Oasis, and that late game along with the fleeting time, because before she starts to make some impact onto this game, considering that Alpha has that Angela combo is a good combo, but then again Irithel is all farmed up. I mean, just look at Lancelot though. I think that was a bad engage. He manages to immune it, but will be taken down as the dawning light also comes in the way. And considering what I was saying, Irithel right now, Itami, she already has the Malefic gun. The amount of gold she has, just look at her KDA. She is completely out from right now. Who is able to stop this monster when you are so underfarmed?
I I highly agree. And Erythel onto the mid phases only. She is started to get be quite a menace, but the Chris crack as well as the wall coming up from that Badak, the monster kill once again going out for kind of that Erythel. The critical damage will be able to take that Angela down. That will be a double for Hope, and looks like the turtle is yet to be spawning. Ruby is trying to make another initiation. The Iron of Industry was also there, but still the damage won't be enough. The Dawning Light coming up. Hope will still not be able to go down, and barely with 1 HP, he is able to make it escape. The Dawning Light. If the Xavier had the glowing wand, then maybe it would have been some different kind of a consequences, but still, that Erythel is quite unstoppable. She got the Has Claws as a first item, combined with the Malefic Gun as well as the Berserker's Fury. So the Trinity build is almost over, and she is dealing out a lot of damage right now.
True, and at the same time, she has so much front line, so much CC in the name of Joe and her Badang. I mean, just look at them. Even both of them are completely solo enough, and right now they have that 8k core lead, even more than that. And look at the damage coming in from Riddle. Those 2 shots is all that's needed. Even Flicker won't save you, as it is a complete wipeout once again. Only 8 minutes into the game, Itami, and just look at how dominating Step Bros are playing. The snowball, which was granted by the Badang, by the Joe, especially to the Riddle, because she has so much room, so much gold, so much like space to dish out that damage.
Yup, and another initiation once again coming up. The killing spree coming up from that Landstorm. The Spear of Alpha was there onto the point, but the damage won't be enough. The killing spree going off for that Badak. The SOD was connecting. The Irithel will be taken down, but still Moskov will end up losing his life. That will be a 3-for-1 trade for the side of Team Step Bros, being more favorable, and they still have the damage dealer. He has some damage with her as well. He got a Changi as well as a Meteor Tower is there, but looks like they might be able to clear the lane out, or maybe not. Open Retribution is trying to make a play. There comes another play at he will be able to take that Xavier down. The hard dart coming up from that Angela in order to save that Alpha. The bear escape might be coming up. The shutdown is finally there, but the crystal is quite low. They don't have enough minions to be ending it. Step Bros quite lost some members. That is going to be a 2-for-2 trade, and looks like it will take a lot maybe in order to end the game.
Yep, and even though they received those necessary shutdowns, but just look at the goal lead, it's still 10k lagging behind. Alpha doesn't have the waves, and they do not even have the necessary equipments right now. Especially Angela really needs that plating time before she can start spamming those passives. And meanwhile, just look at our Step Bros, all of them with the anti-heals. How much can the farm Angela actually sustain at the same time? I really love how Phoenix is actually trying to do something onto the game. He's trying to make some impact, trying to shot some damage, trying to take down the sneaky ones, but then again, the wall damage is unsustainable.
Indeed, Alpha goes down once again. The base is wide open, and looks like Team Step Bros, they won't be wasting any more time and directly going on for that crystal. Step Bros with quite an easy victory, I would say. I
Belt, our Oracle, as well as the Queen's Wings, giving so much CD along with the CD boots. Would else to late game scaling heroes, and that's something which didn't happen. The game ended near the 10-minute or 11-minute mark, Sitami.
Indeed, and looks like Team L70 they relied on to their comfort picks more. So I would say instead of comforts, the meta will definitely have more advantage onto the game too, and that is what exactly happened for the side of Team Stepbros. Not only they are comfortable with the meta, but they were able to capitalize onto it, and they got that victory. So for the first game, this is it. We will be back with another match. Till then, Itami and Asuya will be back with more action. Stay tuned. So, good evening, everyone. Once again, we are back to Indian series and we are back with match number two, best of one, that is going to be between Team
そなたの
Eon
願
onto
いよ
the
り
blue
動
side,
しちゃ
taking
う
on
is
Team
banning.
Level 10
このランタン
Yacht
の
onto the
光に
red side.
導
So,
かれ
I'll be your caster Itami once again, and joining me will be Asuya once again. So, Asuya, give me your thoughts regarding the bans. Onto the blue side, we are already seeing some quite jungler bans coming out, the Fanny as well as the Link.
And look at the amount of junglers that have been banned out. Fanny being banned out along with the Link. I mean, they are pretty strong, especially Fanny is a strong jungler, has a lot of mobility, can go in with a sustained build with the War Axe, as well as our Queen Swing and still dish out a lot of damage. So I think she is a ban worthy ban right there, especially Joy. She has a lot of burst potential, a lot of mobility, and especially if you have standalone mages like Eve,
魔法が僕の
Farsa,
全
or
てだ
even something
Your
like our
team
long
is
range
banning.
Sicilian, she has an easy time trying to take them down. And when she is on the enemy, you need to dedicate one of your picks as a pick off, or maybe something which can suppress this girl, this Leonin right there. And of course, Zushin, everyone knows she is such an OP mage right now, considering she has so much aggro, so much CC right from level 1. So yeah, pretty good balance. And Harith, Itami, what do you have to say about Harith?
Harith is quite
思う
actually
存分
strong, so
戦
I
おう
wouldn't be
Your
actually
team is
surprised. Onto the
picking.
next patch, he is going to be receiving quite some massive nerf, but the ban phase is already over,
ハヤブサ
and it is
参上
over
Your
by
team is picking.
a Lucas. So I would say both of the draft, like both of the bans
レオ
from
の
both of the
力
sides
が
are quite
我
decent.
が手の
But
中に
Asuya, you said it before as well. The Badang is open. Onto the previous game, we did saw Team Stebros picking up the Badang and having quite an advantage. So we might be seeing quite some kind of a deja vu onto this match, or maybe not, because the execution part is going to be mattering the most. But I would say Badang is definitely effective onto the roam as well as onto the EXP lane. So he is quite of a flex pick right here.
苦しみの音色を
Yep,
聞かせてやろう
and
is picking.
execution, of course, definitely it matters, Itami, but I would say there's a Badang, it's auto win. Badang is auto win. He is that OP currently with all those CD reduction, just like we saw in the previous match, with the support emblem, with the CD reduction boots, with the Thunderbelt and the Queen swings as well as the Oracle. He has so much CD reduction. Just use his second skill, use his ultimate, keep stunning people, and then it's even back. The second skill is back even before you start your second round of crowd control right there. That's how good this guy is. At the same time, they even picked up a Granger, who is another top tier gold lane picks. Considering the range he has, the burst potential, and right from
黄昏
level
の
1, right
抱
from the
擁
beginning,
Your
he has
team
quite
is
a lot
あな
of
たには
damage.
感じますか
I do agree, and for the response, actually, Team Eon has decided to go out with the Erythel as well as the Aurora. So Aurora will definitely provide the crowd control they need, but still, the how the Aurora is going to be executed, that is going to be mattering as well. Because onto the early as well as onto the mid phases, she will be able to dish out some damage, and she will be able to give some slowdown effects too. But Erythel, she will be requiring some build in order to dish out more damage compared to the Granger, because if the Granger is played quite aggressively onto the early phases too, he will be able to dish out a lot of damage, but still he will be relying onto the stacks. So the late game insurance is definitely there for the side of Team Level 10 Yard. And as
正
a
義は必
response
ず
to the
勝つ
mid lane,
Your
I was seeing
team
a
is
Sicilian, but
banning.
they have decided to swap out to the Chow. The Chow as well as the Badang both are flex picks here. And we did see onto the previous game too, the Chow as well as the Badang was picked up, but we are yet to see which of these heroes will going on to which position, because both of these are flex picks.
Yep, and of course, Joe is a great pick off right there, and especially targeting our Hayabusa because this assassin, first of all, he needs a snowball,
真の
has a
愛
lot of
は
damage potential, and
Your
once he
team
starts
is banning.
snowballing, there's no stopping this guy. So you really need something which can pick him off, and Joe is one of the best contender right there. Just use the Way of the Dragon when he comes in with a Court Shadow, and just take him down. And so yeah, a pretty good pick right there. But then again, it did show a Sicilian. So I'm wondering if Team Eon will take that bait and waste one ban. I'll not say it's a waste because even after the nerf Sicilian received, he has a lot of utility. The Sanguine Claw especially has a lot of range, and one good set
俺の
from
価
the
値に気
skill
づいたか
can
Your
change the
team
entire
is
direction, the
banning.
entire flow of the game.
いい
So
判断だ
I They might manage the salient considering that there is no mage pick from the side of Team Con here. Let's just see what they go for because this is the last ban of the game.
Yep, and we don't see Fredrin often onto the ban phase currently. Before, when he was released, definitely he was a meta pick and a priority kind of a jungler, but he has fallen off after that Sky PFA adjustment, as well as the assassin
Your
jungler
team is
rising up.
picking.
So Fredrin, I'm quite questionable about it, but maybe from the side of team level 10 gear, there might be a Fredrin user. He might be excelling onto that Fredrin. So maybe team Eon have done their homework and they have decided to ban it
Your
out.
team
But
is
instead of the
picking.
Sicilian, they have decided to go out with another crowd control means that is going to be the Luoi. So Luoi, she will be able to give a lot of crowd control onto the early phases of the game too, and she will be able to dish out decent damage to way before she gets her core items. So I would say Loi is a really good pick, and her
Your
divergent
team
plays that
is
will
picking.
become might actually be a game changer for the side of team level 10 gears. So the final response from the side of team Eon, we are seeing the Gatut Kacha as well as the Khalid, two flex picks. So we are yet to see which one is going on the EXP lane and which one onto the roam position.
Yep. And at the same time, I really love Khalid is one of my personal favorite explainer because he has a lot of sandwalking capability, a lot of mobility, and with the concussive blast, he can clear up those lanes, cut those lanes, and dish out so much early game damage. He is one of those heroes that even after the nerf he received, he's one of those impactful heroes, a lot of aggro in the early, and that's something if the team decides to go in for an early game invade, might be pretty useful because Gado just needs to just unlock the taunt our Hayabusa, taunt the enemy jungler, and yeah, it works out, but then again, it is a jawhead on the jungler. Like it's been ages since I saw someone jungling on jawhead. What do you have to say about that, Itami?
Yup, I do agree. Jawhead, he can be played onto the roam position too, but apparently it is going to be a jungle Jawhead. Jawhead onto the damage build, it actually quite works. And he will be having that early game
Welcome
aggression too.
to
So if
Mobile
he is able to
Legends.
get a decent amount of kills onto the early phases, then it might be quite
5 seconds
favorable
till
for the
the
side of
enemy
his team.
reaches the
But we
battlefield.
are proceeding
Smash
on to
them.
the match number two for the day, and
All
it is going to
troops
be Team
deployed.
Eon onto the blue side taking on Team level 10 Giat onto the red side. So I'll be a caster Itami and Asuya will be my caster as well. So here we go onto the land of town. Basic rotation is going to be focused. Jawhead has decided to go out with the orange buffer. So he is a physical damage dealer and he won't be relying so much on the mana. So it is quite understandable, but still, let's see how well they are going to be executing this Jawhead jungle compared to the Hayabusa.
I mean, true, and at the same time, if you did see that Badang forced our Hayabusa to use up that red shield because he was saving it for contending to the lethal. At the same time, even Zahed kind of used up that red shield, but then again, it is the lethal who has been taken away, and of course, it will be the Khalid who will be facing the assault of so many members. Just like Itami said, the damage from Jawhead, from the skill 2, it's pretty good in the early game. At the same time, he was all alone. And just look at that, the way Badang's fist track making such an impact in those team fights. Once again, I think that was a bad time in. Once again, he will be just stuck to the wall, and Loy will be doing the finishing job. Once again, the fist track, the revive has a popular. Here comes the ejector, and it is 1 versus 3. He's taking a lot of damage, and the Rokacha will be the one falling next. It's been only 1.5 minutes into the game with Ami, and they are losing members. This is the early game snowball which you wouldn't want to give the enemy.
I highly agree, and as I said, yeah, Jawhead's early game aggression is definitely paying off team level 10 Giat, at least for now. And they already lost 3 members there, so quite an advantage for the red side already. The turtle is about to be spawning, but still I'm seeing almost a 2k goal lead for the side of team level 10 Giat. So if they are able to keep up with it, then definitely it's going to be good for them because onto the late game phases, Jawhead will not be as impactful compared to early game phases. So they have decided to contest for the turtle, and looks like looking at the positioning, it might be an uncontested turtle. The Khalid was getting quite poked down, but still it will be an uncontested turtle. The execution is really good. There comes a wall coming out from that Badang. Aurora's passive will be popped out and she will be taken down onto the process. The way of the dragon. play coming up as well as Flicker is there. Gatotkacha might be the one going down next, and Jawhead will be able to get a kill. The killing spree for that Khalid, the 3-4-0 trade for the side of Team Level 10. We have quite some aggressiveness coming on, and onto the gold lane phase 2. Rekt is getting quite wrecked out with that Irrital, even though he has the Irrital compared to the Granger, but still it's the Granger who is being more advantageous compared to the Irrital here.
I mean, it is absolutely the 40 gold lead onto the hands. And just look at Granger already with the Hunter Strike. That's how far ahead he is. So many stacks, and look at the fish crack coming in once again. Revitalize has also been popped up along with that rigid glacier, but the Flicker being forced up. AOTD dropping down, connecting onto Joe, but he's made with the taunt connecting right now. He's trying to dash I'm going to trade it off. Meanwhile, it will be Jawhead who will trade it off. Meanwhile, just look at the Hayabusa. That was a bad engage. A jungler being taken down so many times into the game. 2 deaths already. Meanwhile, look at his Jawhead, 303. We can clearly see the advantage. The way Team Red is executing is absolutely flawless. And I do see some miscommunications happening. And, in the beginning, the EXP lane is pretty crucial because the turtle spawns around there. You really need your EXP lane to contend for the turtle. Meanwhile, our Khalid was only level 3, couldn't compete for that. And again, here comes the engage once again. Look at Badang with a face crack right there. And after dishing out so much damage, and it will be Badang who will be traded out, but then again, it is a fair trade. 2 for 1, Itami.
The Granger will have some hits onto the gold tower. It will also that will be quite advantageous for the side of him. Level 10 and Gatotkacha is trying to save that gold lane tower
in order to not give actually Granger quite an advantage right there, but the turtle has already been spawned, and looks like Jawhead might be able to get another uncontested turtle for his side. Onto the top side, we are seeing some engage. The Veggie Glacier was popped out by that Aurora, but that will be an unstoppable for that Jawhead. The aggressiveness is definitely paying them off, and looks like the jungler from the side of Team Eon is nowhere near to be contesting for that turtle. And it will be an uncontested turtle once again onto the goal lane. There comes that Sonata coming up from that Ranger. The Taunt will be able to get that Ranger down, but still it will be a worth it trade. But actually the Gatotkacha will be the one getting the double. So an aggressiveness coming up from the side of Team. Oh my god, look at that flying Jawhead. The shadow was still there, but he will be taken down for that over-extension, almost getting a kill, but that was something quite worth to watch right now. But okay, Chow will be able to get that Hayabusa. This is why you need to be having that map awareness, and he will be able to get a kill. A jungler will be going down, even if he loses his life here. It will be quite worth it. He is waiting so much time, and he is making sure he buys enough time for his team in order to get some backup, but still he will be going down. But a worth it trade, because the jungler was taken down, the Fiskar as well as the wall coming up from that Batang. AOG was also there up to the point, and that will be an unstoppable actually for that Gatotkacha. Even though he is the roamer, he is acquired with it is 6 kills actually for the name of that Gatotkacha. So that is not something you see quite often, Asiya.
I mean, Gatot is pretty good. EXP flags. The passive hits quite a lot, and especially he has 4 stacks in the Thunderbell along with the Conquisted Blast. Of course, he can dish out a lot of damage, and Taunt, if it's at a good position, it's of course worth it. At the same time, I really want to talk about how RZD is missing out most of the Raging Sandstorm, and that's the only area crowd control which a Khalid has. You really need to pair it up along with AOTG, but then again, there are some miscommunications happening. And at the same time, I do see Rizal in quite a tight situation right there. And of course, money and combo is all that's needed. Meanwhile, the Wiggy Shadow kill coming in once again, being split up between 4 people. But look at the way the Dragon connecting onto the wrong place right there.
God.
But the damage is enough. That Show is the one who takes that kill. Meanwhile, the AOTG not dropping down onto anyone. The enemy is pretty good at those dodging. So it makes sense because just look at the amount of dashes the Badang has. Granger can also dash away so much. Whereas the team has the flicker, so yeah, they are pretty safe for now. And along with the Khalid, though, I even see Aurora missing quite a lot of her skills, and that's something which you wouldn't want in those team fights because Aurora is one of the mages who is known for her constant cooldown reduction, and more the magic power she has, the duration of those stuns increases. So she really needs to, especially Khalid as this Aurora lane, needs to make sure that they're aiming those kills well.
Indeed, but looks like, yeah, that might be another tower for the side of the red team. There might be another initiation coming on. The Frigility is also being used out, but it will not connect on to anybody. And looks like they might be trying to target another tower. Badang is trying to make that initiation. The Wisp crack right onto the wall. The Aurora's passive will be popped down, and she will be taken down onto the process. Hayabusa is trying to make some engage onto there, but still, even if he dies in with the Ogi Shadow Tail, he won't be able to find some trades. The divergent play coming up from that Luoi onto the next side of the map, they will be able to get the tower, and looks like they will be trying to focus onto that, onto their pushing as well. But a solo kill by that head onto that gutter culture flicker was used out by that Granger in order to escape. He might not be able to do so this time. The Raging Sandstorm did connect onto that Granger. He will be able to shut that Granger down, but still it is still Team Red with almost over 6k goal advantage. So definitely they are the ones who have more of the power spikes compared to the blue team.
Yeah, the macro definitely onto their hands. It looks like Fire Boots are so underfarmed as compared to the enemy jungler. Alright, oh wait a second, is the Jawhead on a wind talker? I don't know what he's planning, but then AOTG dropping down once again. The Frigid Glacier actually finally connecting, but here comes the stun from Flicker has been used up, but Zane will be taken down. So trying to shut from CC, the Water Dragon connecting right there, but it will be cancelled out by the stun. The passive coming in from Ziddy. Everyone is really low. If you look at the beautiful Frizz stack, here comes the Raging Sandstorm. A triple kill for a Khalil. Will it be a maniac? But no, just look at the Irithel being taken down by taking them down. Meanwhile, Granger is the only one surviving. That was an overextension because the Lord is just approaching. You could have just waited for the Lord, but then again, what can I say? That fist crack was so beautiful.
Indeed, and looks like Rex might be wrecked down onto there, but it will be the Granger going down. Israel was able to make use of her mobility, and looks like it might be a lot for the side of the blue team. Eon are actually fighting it quite up. The damage from that duo almost able to take Rex down, and Rex will be taken down onto the process. Chow with a really good pick-out though, as well as the flicker combo coming up. He will be able to get a kill onto that goal laner, and looks like the initiations won't be done much. The Lord Dance is being quite burned down, but looks like the Frigid Glacier was used out by that Aurora, but still the Way of the Dragon will be able to, the Chow will be able to escape somehow. Gutter Kacha will be the one going down next, and he will be taken down from the hands of the Jawhead, and it is a 1-for-2 trade, 1-for-3 trade actually for the side of the red team, and looks like it might be an uncontested Lord 2 because the Hayabusa is nowhere near. So definitely that overextension actually ended up costing them quite much. But look at the Badang playing those poking games and buying enough time for his team in order to get that Lord. So if they are able to sink those lanes, then maybe they might be able to end the game. The press catch as well as the wall is there. This time Hayabusa will be going down. He tried to get his blue, but he won't be able to do so. Instead, he will be the one losing his life here.
True, and that's why I think that Badang is the new meta. But then again, look at the way the dragon, the CC trying to connect the Frigid Glacier, actually just freezing her toe, but that's not something, not a priority target. Then again, he's still trying to figure it out. Once again, the Frizz crack along with the Frigid Glacier, sorry, the Frost Freeze, actually disengaging them for a while, but then Khalid soaking up a lot of damage, and the Lord is also marching down for the top lane. The AOTG not actually dropping down onto anyone. That might be very bad positioning as well as the team is trying to take him down, and this is just to go away, but Yin Yang combo takes him down. Oh my god, not a good time to lose something like a Gadotkas at the front line as they are being assaulted from all three sides. 5 versus 1, look at the way the dragon along with the damage coming in from the Yin Yang combo. The weak Shadow Kill might take down Archo. That was one for 2 trades, but then again, Emusa going in once again. He really needs to be careful though. No, that might be so great because it is a very low HP. Also, was skill coming from Aurora, not enough. So, Edithel being taken out. They are getting assaulted. They are marching down. The entire base is getting target locked. Meanwhile, look at the Hayabusa taking it off finally with the Granger who was really low HP. Glacier connecting right there. So, right inside the base, taking those kills left and right. And with that, 2 versus 3, the minions are approaching. Khalil coming back once again. The figure has been forced out. And Jai once again, the OTG dropping down. Okay, it will be a kill right inside the bat. Oh my god, this Jawhead is doing such a great job. We will look at the beautiful Frizz start right there on the 3 rounds, but it's in inside the base. They'll still try to bat. Hey, this is a really low HP, but look at the fire. Yes, they actually managed to survive this time. It's like the kings are bleeding right now. barely hanging on to a thread of life.
Oh my God, that was something quite unexpected coming up from the side of Team Eon. So somehow they were able to defend it, at least for now. And Kaja, as well as the Khalid, with the really good initiation, they were able to buy the team by the time the team needed actually for their side. But looks like the diversion play might be coming up from that Luo E. But okay, she will not be over initiating any team fights because the goal lead is almost quite equal. And on to the late game phase, the goal lead won't be mattering quite much. Zhao is trying to make another initiations, but okay, they have decided to disengage, and it would be better for the side of the red team too if they don't over initiate any team fights. The Tatsunata as well as Chow with a really good initiation. There goes the Aurora. She doesn't have a passive this time. The Raging Patch from connecting onto three people. And Khalid will be able to take the Nuri down, but he will be taken down onto the process. But still Khalid is able to sustain. But it will be three members from the side of Team Eon going down. Red team did lost two members from their side as well, but still the Lord has been marked up, and looks like Ranger will be trying to contest for the Lord. He is quite low on HP, so he should be quite aware of it. Chao is trying to buy some time for in order to get his team for the next Lord, but are we going to see another miracle kind of a defense coming up from the side of the blue team, or maybe not?
Well, it will be pretty hard because they have lost all of their inhibitors, only the base is what remains. And of course, they do have the Riddle. They really need to make sure that she is not being targeted because she is the crucial one whom they cannot afford to lose. At the same time, if we look at the equipment, I wonder why Katotkacha has a blade armor because there is a Granger who's made maximum damage with the skill damage. But look at that! Irrital, that's not something which they could afford. What was that? Okay, but that beautiful fish track though, now I don't think so, Itami, your question has been answered. I don't think so they'll be able to defend the aggro which will be coming on.
My Yup, and the base is wide open. AOTG did connect, but still they have the minions. The Lord is not actually marking on onto the crystal. The team fights are still going up, and Team Red will be able to get the crystal this time. They won't be wasting any more time in order to get the kills, and they will be focusing on to that objectives. The early game aggression that came up from that Jawhead was definitely worth it, and team level Giat will be the one taking the victory. So the Jawhead will be the MVP, and his early game aggression definitely paid them off.
I mean, yep, and just like I said, Badang is auto win. Just see the kind of sets Badang is capable of. Four members just inside that fist crack. What can you do? Skill from first stun, skill from the ultimate, so much skill, and it's so much stun, so much CC, and right after it's finished, when you think that you can leave, no, it's a complete CD reduction build, and he's there once again with those walls. And of course, on top of that, the follow up from the yin yang combo, and of course, just like we said, the Cho as well as our Jawhead doing so much damage, even towards the end. He just jumped right inside the base. That's how hard he was target locking the Aurora. That's how good he knew whom his priority picks were. At the same time, why is there a win, Togaritami?
Well, I don't think, I don't know why they have decided to prioritize the win talker here, but still, it will be the, yeah, the red team taking the victory. The draft, I would say, it was quite favorable, but the Jawhead jungle was quite a pocket pick here. Still, they were able to execute it quite well. So, team level 10 Art will be the one proceeding forward on to the next rounds. We will be back with game number 3. Till then, stay tuned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Here we are after a short break, and this will be the next matches. Today we have Team Hello
魔法
Kitty
が僕
Gang
のすべてだ
on to
Your
the
team is banning
blue side, and we have Team
Blue side.
40K. We have the onto the red side, and with that, this is definitely going to be the best of one.
Your
Both of
team
these
is
teams will be
banning
getting two chances before they will be eliminated from this tournament officially. With that, this is your caster Peachy, the voice of this match, and joining me today, who will be my co-caster. Hello, Boldiru, and welcome to India Series Gaming. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good, and this is going to be my first match, casting for this tournament. And I'm quite excited to be here because
そな
I've
たの
casted for
願いよ
both
り
these
生まれ
teams and
しよ Your team is banning
see
この
how
ランタンの
well
光
they
に
face
導か
off
れ
against each other. And as we got our introductions done, the teams are already really, really impatient to get to the drafting
苦しみ
phase
の音
and
色を聞
conclude
か
it
せ
Your
as
てやろ
fast
う
as
team is
possible
banning
because 4 bans have already been completed. Walk us through, Peachy.
Definitely, these bands are definitely focused on to the meta as much as possible. They don't just want to close off all those possibilities and don't want to don't want to keep the Granger open, don't want to keep the Harith open. Both of these heroes dominating the goal lane scenes as of now into this current meta. Now, talking about the other two bands as well, understandable why they want to close up as much as possible, but now the main heroes are still open. Will the Suyu be banned?
That is possible. The joy is still left open, and it's kind of interesting to see how Badang has made its way into the meta with that revamp. Like with how Thunderbelt is able to be stacked
こ
so
の世
fast on
界の
Badang,
影を
the
your
倒す
closer the
team is
game draws to
banning
the 20-minute
不
mark,
滅の神は
Badang
俺
actually
を
ends
選
up
んだ
getting 2 extra physical and magic defense items. And he becomes really, really tough to, kill with that cooldown build that everybody makes nowadays.
Oh, definitely, definitely. That is one way to go. And I have seen a lot of Badang getting played onto the tank as well.
私
So
にご
that is
命令
another
を
possibility that we could be
Your
looking
team
at.
is
But as of now,
picking
the Fanny will be respected. Looks like they know their teammates as of today, and they just don't want to make sure that they will be losing this match. But the Suyu will be respected as well, counter. And that's understandable. But again, the Ling is open, the Hayabusa is open, or even the Alpha is open.
So yeah, there are a lot of options, for both teams to pick up. They could trade with each other. The Erithiel is still left open, as you said. The Hayabusa is also really good first pick option. But whatever you pick up, you're going to be leaving two really, really amazing options for 40k to pick up. So I think they have to do their best. Hello Kitty Gang has to make sure whatever pick they do, they must be prepared to have the counters ready
命
to
を
their
守る
opponents. But
Your
instead of
それが
going
team
for any
唯一の使
assassins
命だ
or mages or marksmen like the meta favors, they go in for the Hylos in the first pick. And I would say that's a really good choice on their part, leaving
Mm-hmm.
good amount of options on both ends because they could still pick up an Erithiel or a Sessi or a Hayabusa for themselves. Because
Oh,
Hylos
that's
is
true.
undisputed. I think he's in the top 3 EXP lanes right now in this meta.
I do agree
真の
with you,
愛は
Boldu, with
血
that.
のごと
And
く
talking about the same, I feel like there is a possibility of Katot Katsa coming into the
愛
play
が
along
ね
with a high loss. Now,
夜
I
の
Your team
really
is
夢
love the
picking
combo of a high loss and a Katot Katsa coming into the play. But
今
as
度
of
は
now, no news of
俺が
that
選ぶ
Zee
番だ
getting picked off. Okay, Comfort Heroes coming first. As of now, no Sicilian, but the power couple will be here.
It is Zayn still learning and Ori picking up the Carmilla and Cecilion duo. If they are able to play their cards right, the sudden impact factor of Carmilla popping in would be really strong. Because I think one thing is that people have issues playing Carmilla is that how easy it is to dodge the bloody curse, right? And she's also a little slow in actually getting to a setup. But if Cecilion pops his bloody bats and takes Carmilla into his with his special skill and throws her out with a stun. I think that is a very big ambush factor that
バスケ家族の仲
40k
Your
has
team
picked up.
is picking
But
友達になっ
what
てくれる
is
にゃ
that?
Oh,
There's a Nana pick coming in by Sonics, despite another Xavier pick that's already been secured. So, are we going to be seeing a Nana in the Rome, or is this a misclick?
I feel like definitely this would be coming into the misclick as of now, but let's just wait. Let's just wait for the decision made coming here. But Nana onto the room doesn't seem bad though. Don't you think so, Baldo?
Nana on the roam, like I wouldn't mind it,
Your
but at the
team
same
is
time,
banning.
against a Cecilion and Carmilla, the
Yep.
major issue to stop Carmilla is you need a front line to ensure Carmilla does not get close to your back line. But with a Nana in the roam, they are going to be playing quite close to each other, which would just
Oh.
give, Carmilla a really good opportunity to drop that
Your
bloody,
team is
the
banning.
bad bloody curse, and just let Cecilion and his bats feast along with that beautiful setup she could give.
Oh,
But
that's
at the
true.
same time, if Nana is able to give a really great Molina play, this game could turn around on its head.
Oh, that's true. That is possible for sure. But Molina does come in as a main factor as of here. And talking about the same, the Lucas have been picked now. Interestingly enough, one of the good EXP laner as of now, and you know that Lucas will be dominating no matter what, and you need a little bit of something like a CC to make sure that you are
Your
getting
team is
the
banning.
Lucas out of the way.
So yeah, the Lucas is going to be a menace for the backline, and I've also seen a lot of Lucas users playing the flicker. Really ambush the backline of their opponents. They pop in with the flicker, jump into the backline, and wreak absolute havoc. Behind the enemy lines, and it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
very tough for Xavier right now. He has to be very careful with his positioning. And what 40k is doing is removing all the assassins, and I wouldn't mind seeing Fredrin in the current lineup that the blue team is using. I
Mm-hmm.
think that would be a little sustain and CC that their team needs for them to hit their late game spike. Because right now none of these
Your team
the
is
picks that
banning.
they've used have an early game scaling.
True. They do need that early game, a little bit of, mid game as well, given the fact that they need to stack up onto the HP as much as possible. And the Gatutkacha does work it out very well onto the EXP lane, or maybe pushing high loss onto the EXP does work it out very well. But let's just wait and watch, because I feel like picking up Nana, they might be pushed to picking up comfort heroes. Now, that might be a misclick, or maybe it's just the last hero that he played, or maybe he's having some kind of connection issue. Only time will tell. But as of now, let's just
Your
wait
Hmm.
team is
for the
picking.
verdict. But the bans are on. All those assassins, especially Melissa, getting banned as well. Now, Melissa, that is kind of like a hero that is a kind of a rising hero. But again, I don't see much of a Melissa coming in.
And right now, let's see how it goes. The first phase of the bans are completed. The second phase of the final bans are also
Your
done.
team
A
is
lot of
banning.
junglers taken out. A lot of marksmen's also being taken out. So it's gonna just be the surprising left the Irithyll despite all those picks, and Pro Legend from the blue team still kind of indecisive. Does he want to pick up Irithyll on that Leo, or does he want to hold on for something else, maybe take a Beatrix, which could it's a good laning against Ixia. But
Mm-hmm.
let's see how what he picks. I think it's probably gonna be the Retail. Yeah, it definitely is
Your
gonna
team
be.
is picking.
Despite I think the slight mix up in the roam, they still have a pretty decent lineup. But the only issue for them is all of these heroes are really, really late game, except for the
True.
Hayabusa. So
Oh,
if they do not get the opportunity to, get the spike, and 40k will, really push their early game advantage, this game might end up becoming a snowball.
Oh, that is one of the scenarios that both the teams need to make sure that they will be facing. But other than that, okay, a Lancelot might be into the play. Is it a Lancelot, or is it a Guinevere? Because the Guinevere was also on the cards, and it would have worked out very well. That little buff onto the Lancelot does work it out, but no, it is a sun coming. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. A sun on the retribution. What are your thoughts on that, Balduru?
The Sun on the Retri, a very, very interesting choice coming in from them. But at the same time, it is not a bad option. if he gets his scaling, it's going to be very, very difficult for Hayabusa to keep up with the pace of jungling that Sun brings to the table. And look at all that. That's the beauty of the tournament lobby. You get to see a lot of skins you don't see every day. But yes,
Mhm.
with that, we will be heading into the land of Dawn shortly. What are the odds of, Pro Legend actually getting to reach the late game over here?
Oh, that is one thing that they need. But, you know, there is a Sicilian in the opponent. Even the Sicilian needs to get that
Welcome to
late game.
Mobile
Like, Sicilian
Legends!
needs to get that stacks. And as you know, even if he doesn't
5
get that
seconds
farm
till
into
the
the early
enemy
game, little
reaches the
bit of,
battlefield.
minions
Smash
already
them!
gone, if the team is
All
performing
troops
decently, you
deployed!
will be getting those stacks anyhow. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you into the land of dawn. You're talking about the match between Team Hello Kitty Gang versus Team 40K. Let's just wait and watch what will be the result.
And yes, the game has begun. Both the teams on their respective buffs getting that advantage for their side. Worldwide Handsome on the other end getting in a little too aggressive against the two people in mid of 40k. And Nana on the other hand is opting to ensure that Hayabusa gets farmed quick, fearing a possible invasion from from their opponent, and it looks like they might be giving up that Litho Wanderer for free. Meanwhile, on the bot side, do you think we might see Hayabusa making an aggressive play onto the bot side? Because I feel like Hylos is playing very aggressive just to ensure they get that kill. But will Yoshi make it in time? He does not have the shadows just yet. He should get the first blood. Yes, it is Sonics who sets the tempo of this game. The first blood is going to be picked up. The vengeance popped on Carmilla. She backs out. The OG shadow kill is there as Jerry picks up the kill. 2-0 in favor of the blue side.
Oh my god, early game they have got it all. Look at them popping off there despite having a Nana pick. Now they have been definitely getting enough kills. That little farm from the early game is actually skyrocketing all those goals that they were just missing. But Xavier.
On the mid side, Xavier getting chased down. It might be a little rough for him. He uses up the Eye of the Cyclone. The Sun still pushing his luck over there. Gets really caught out low, but Cecilion is there to bait him out. The stun of the Molina is clutch as Pro Legend picks up his first kill of the game, making his mark as Diablo forced to flicker out as the OG Shadow kill will still connect, but the turret is hitting him as Diablo picks up the kill, making them, 40k finally getting its first kill in the game, making sure they're not out of this fight just yet.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They have been making sure to get enough farm, but again, the gold that Team Hello Kitty gang have picked up right from the early game, that is something interesting to see. Hylos going in.
And on the top, on the bot side, there's another invade. Jerry supposed to use up the revitalize. The ultimate from the Lucas does connect. He kind of ends up, not really getting to maximize the Sacred Beast form. As the turtle, the position for the turtle completely taken over by the blue side. Despite having such, a squishy lineup, I think they're doing a really admirable job in the way they're able to take control of this match. Look at the rotations coming out. They're roaming as a group of 4 or in a group of 3, constantly ensuring they have a numbers advantage. As once again, Molina with the blitz ensures she gets the catch, but Cecilion making sure, and the Carmilla gives him that last bit of shield, keeping him alive. Pro Legend using up his ult. Ixia also pops up with the ult, but it's not gonna be enough. Nothing out of that fight. And the scoreboard is still the same, 3-1. The goal lead slightly in the favor of the blue side.
Oh, okay. Little bit chase going in. Glorious pathway as well. It will be the Sun getting chased with the ring of punishment, but that won't be enough for Jerry to make the play. Okay, Dawning Lights does connect there very well, but as you know, Xavier not having enough items as of now. Waiting, we are quite into the early game as of now, and it is a little bit of array of skills getting displayed more than the damage coming in from the items.
And yeah, I think it's on both sides. They kind of went for a slightly mid-game scaling where each teammate, the team goes up from the later on in the game. But look at that, Hayabusa with the OEG Shadows does get another kill for himself. He make it a double kill as the OEG Shadow kill is sufficient for him to give out that damage. And look at that, they are going up on the bot side, trying to push for another turret. Maybe they might be able to convert, but the gold sheet is still there for the next 30 seconds.
Okay. Total coming up very, very soon. 20 seconds left on the clock. But again, talking about both of these junglers, the sun is way behind. Yoshi already on level 8, while the sun is on level 6. That level of. Oh, that was a little bit of skirmish onto the top lane. Looks like Ixia will be taken off. Definitely an easy total for the side of Team Hello Kitty gang.
Peachy, what do you think right now, 40k needs to make this comeback? Because Hello Kitty are in a very dominant position with that 4k goal lead they set up for themselves. And right as we speak, there's another beautiful high-lows set up with that ultimate, the glorious pathway, setting up a perfect kill for Hayabusa to pick up as the scoreboard is just getting even more. 7-1. That's an insane score difference for the draft that, Hello Kitty gang is running.
No, that's true. That's true. Looks like the Sicilian did answer to your question. Position. Sicilian had to position himself behind the Carmilla, trying to get the team together. Okay, right now, look at that.
Another kill for themselves, but no, it is going to be Ixia finally making a mark. She gets a beautiful double kill, giving them some much needed gold, but Hayabusa is back in the depth of the match, but he's not going to get the damage. It's not enough just yet. Pro Legend backs out, fearing a lot of burst, but Nana with the flicker play, Sonex making the right moves and ensures the kill on their opponents. Carmilla down once again, a 0-3-2 KDA, not a good shout out for them.
Oh my god, that Curse of Blood did worked out very well, but into the mid lane I do see a little bit of skirmish, while Pro Legend, he is confident enough to come in right into the front lanes without a tank. Now look at them, very actively are roaming around the map.
And look at that, another glorious pathway. Jerry making in his way into the turret as he picks up the kill. The dawning light from the Xavier, not enough to get the kill. But yes, a big shout out to our viewers who are watching the stream right now. Who do you think is going to win? Specifically, Kaushik, who do you think, who are you supporting right now in this game? And what are the odds of, 40k gang getting a comeback in this?
40k, a few team fights ago, they did a very fantastic combo of a full barrage along with a Curse of Blood. That kind of gameplay, if they are able to show once again, look at that, Ixia already taken out. That is a kind of a problem given the fact that Ixia is the main damage, the bone of contention right here. But other than that, they need to make sure that they are waiting up for their marksmen to be safe, the mage to be safe, because both of them, I feel like they are always out of the place, trying to get a little bit of farm, but in the end, they are the ones getting slain.
And the gold lead is just shooting upwards. It's gonna hit the 10k mark any moment. And look at that, Hayabusa, look how aggressive he's playing and dropping the OG Shadow kill again. Gets spot out really low, but despite going into the turret, he finally gets the shutdown. It's actually the turret who's the real MVP there. He made a misplay with the Shadow, got a little too overconfident over there. But I think he can afford to make those mistakes with how far ahead they are in this game right now.
That's true. Look at them. They have been moving around the map actively. They want to make sure that they are getting every single neutral objectives into the hands. That the Lord is here, and talking about the Lord, this will be the level 1 Lord. Now, level 1 Lord, a little bit of damage onto the inhibitors, but again, if you want the inhibitors down, especially all the... Oh, wait a minute. Carmilla down.
Oh my god, a killing spree picked up. What is going on? They're not waiting for the Lord to make these plays. Look at how aggressive Hylos is playing inside that turret. The Dawning Light surprisingly not connecting to any of the members of 40k. But once again, they've got... The Lord is not even started. PC, they've not even taken the Lord and they get the first inhibitor. 9 minutes in and it looks like the game could be drawing to a conclusion. Hello Kitty with a really great job. Finally a 3-man bloody curse. And nothing comes out of it.
Oh, that is not a scene to be looked at. Look at them, they are still trying to go in for that. But no, it will be them Hello Kitty gang trying to push down as much as inhibitors possible. I really like the strategy. Pushing down the inhibitors right before you take the Lord. Now the top lane is all open, and the Lord will be marching in right inside the crystal. Now it is up to the side of Team 40k to make sure that they will be avoiding that, trying to push down the Lord towards the mid side, or maybe a little away from the crystal. But let's just wait and watch, because the Lord is here and they are definitely having a good lane sync.
And look at that, they're gonna dive in with the glorious pathway once again. Cecilion with the bat impacts, making a massive impact for his team, but he's taking a lot of damage along with it. The bloody curse fails to connect onto anything just yet. Aethiel shredding down that base, and we might be seeing the end right now unless Team 40k can pull off a miracle play. Her worldwide Hansen gets the kill onto Diablo. They've lost their marksman. Lucas with the Sacred Beast diving in deep. It's not going to be enough. 4 people down. It's only Zayn against the world, as 40k will get eliminated from at least their first game in this series, as it's going to be Hello Kitty gang with the kitty buff from the Nana, who takes home the MVP. Taking them this victory.
Yeah, definitely. The Nana did come in clutch for them, and also MVP. Look at that. She was all active around the map, making sure that they will be getting enough support from her Molina as well as a Molina Blitz. But other than that, team played it out very well. I feel like a little bit of synergy was needed between 40k with the Carmilla, because Carmilla did a very fantastic job onto the Curse of Blood, but again, it was underwhelming.
Exactly. I feel like they got in a little too aggressive. The first 2 kills on the bot lane allowed Hayabusa to scale off really fast, along with Nana being an absolute menace with the Molinas. Like I mentioned, the Hello Kitty plus the Nana Molina aspect. I guess the mascot effect really gave them the clutch factor. And yeah, a well-deserved MVP coming in from the dire hit roamer Nana from Hello Kitty gang. And with that, I guess this is the conclusion of this game. It
Yep.
was a really cool game, 10 minutes match, not much to say about it. And yeah, a big shout out to our viewers who are watching right now and our mods, making sure the chat is clean.
With that, we'll be right back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. And with that, let me get back to the
Your
new
team
game
is
right here.
banning.
I'm surprised that the teams are here very quickly. With that, no more long breaks. Let me introduce you Silver Wings versus Looney Tunes. This is Looney Tunes with double L and double
Your
T. I'm your
team
caster
is
Peachy,
banning.
and I will be joined by Ray tonight. Hello, Ray. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing fantastic because I'll be joining you, of course. And obviously, we're at one of the biggest tournaments in India right now, which is IGS. And just like that, we also have some new teams coming in here. And I'm looking forward to what can they
Your
bring to the
team
table.
is
After all,
banning.
they have, especially Looney Tunes, they have a really interesting name, quite of a nostalgic. I used to watch
Your
so
team
much of
is
that, but right
banning.
now, obviously not that much. But let's see if they can bring some fun action into the game, just like their name implies.
That's true. That's true. Let's just wait and watch. Looks like Looney Tunes are on to the red side, and we onto the blue side. We do have them, and onto that. Okay, a little bit of bands coming in, totally focused on to the meta bands.
Yeah, it's not surprising. Despite these teams
Your
being
team
new,
is
it is
banning.
quite obvious that most of these teams are well aware of the meta. And actually, I really like to see. I mean, most of the time, some people go for the mastery, for the comfort, but I'm always up about. I always like when people play the meta. I mean,
Your
there's a reason
team
why
is
it's called the meta.
picking.
So other than that, typical ban so far. I mean, honestly, I can't really get over the fact that Barang just entered the meta and just became
Your
a
team is
bannable
picking.
hero, which is something
Yep.
people wouldn't have expected. But yeah, so far we have seen typical picks, but a Joy being picked up quite early on. What do you think of that, Vicky?
Okay, so you know that he's been played a lot, quite a lot into the jungle this time, and pairing it up with a Sicilian. Now, this is
Your
definitely
team is
interesting given
picking.
this. Oh, they did not pick a Sicilian, but they did give away the card for a Sicilian. I feel like it will be onto the blue side that they will be picking up Silver Wings, trying to pick up the Sicilian, but Suyu will be prioritized. Understandable, a very good hero, and you know that it is something that you cannot miss because once the
Your
Suyu
team
gets the
is
snowball,
picking.
you know that the team will be getting a very good win.
Yeah, overall, going for snowball jungler compared to, I mean, Joy is also kind of a snowball, but I feel like she does
Your
play a
team is
part on
banning.
being an assassin more. I mean, Suyo is obviously, both of them are part assassins, but I feel like Suyo is more into the fighter role most of the time, and Joy is actually more of a pure assassin because she really needs to reach the backline to deal the damage with a joyful beat. So I think both of the jungles clash is going to be interesting. Other than that, we are seeing the priority picks already been done, and nothing interesting to say the least, except for the fact that I'm seeing a Ruby after quite some time. I
Your
mean,
team is banning.
I feel like it's. I mean, it feels like so
Your
like it's just
team is
yesterday, but
banning.
it's been quite a while since Ruby moved away from the goal league completely, and
Your
right now
team
she's
is
probably just
banning.
going to be the roamer or perhaps the XP laner. But the XP laner is going to be hard against the what do you say, the Lucas. So far they are banning out the couple composition. It's really nice that Looney Tunes is just they're just saying no, we don't want any of this Valentine business. I mean, Valentine's Day is nearby, so you might just see it pop up.
And let me tell you, Ray, this is not the first ban of Carmilla and of Sicilian that I'm looking at. This is
Yeah.
probably the second so far. Understandable. I mean, I understand where the frustration is coming out, but as of now, looks like the two new addition heroes, the Lucas, the Suyu, they will be prioritized into the hands of Silver
Your
Rings.
team is
Silver Wings.
picking.
Now, you know when you pick up meta heroes like this, you know that you will be getting that snowball at some point of time. But again, it does depend on how much you carry the snowball around. If you're able to get it to the late game, your teams is getting a farm as much as possible, making sure that the teams are doing pretty well. But other than that, both the teams looking quite interesting.
Yeah, that is true. And one of the more important thing is that, I feel like not many people kind of realize, or maybe I'm just a little bit foreign. I mean, it's been a while since I played the game that much. I mean, often in ranked games, right? I've been quite casual, but Lucas,
Your team
he's
is
less
picking.
of a like a what? I mean, he has the tankiness when he goes into his sacred beast form, but he is not a kind of fighter like Ruby is. Ruby is completely like her offense and defense is her spellvamp. On the other hand, Lucas is more of just being a chunky boy and dealing sufficient amount of damage. So the XP lane matchup is going to be interesting because we're going to be seeing the Hylos into the roaming position. Now I'm really curious if they're going to go for what kind of tank do they going to go for, because right now, the side of Silverwing, they have a lot of good crowd control and a lot of potential. They don't really have the front to back, but they do have enough poke and reap damage to make sure that they maintain a safe distance against the gold laner that the Beatrice is. So it's going to be quite interesting to say the least. But other than that, let's see what Akaza has in store for us. I'm really looking forward to how they're going to set it up, and if it's going to be an Arlot roam, what was the last time you saw an Arlot roam? Because it's been a long time for me.
Definitely. It was seasons ago, it was patches ago where the R-Lord was buffed, the R-Lord was getting, enough attention. But since the addition, a little bit of buff for the Barang, I feel like Barang did take the spotlight away. But all the teams, the team composition looking quite well. But again, Team Looney Tunes, I am kind of curious to know, will it be a Ruby tank? Because high chances of that as well.
Yeah, that is true. But the thing is that I feel like Ruby would be much better into the XP lane because you don't really want to lose out on the XP lane, because if you do, it means your team is going to have to be focusing on to the turtle lane more often, because your focus should be the gold lane, considering the Granger. I mean, his name is a beast, so you better watch out and make sure that he doesn't really become the beast that you want to avoid. So I feel like Ruby would be a better XP lane choice, and we'll have to wait and see. Arlo does have sufficient enough crowd control as well, so I feel like both are good contender, but Ruby definitely has the more regeneration to go against Lucas. That's all I'm gonna say about the draft pick as we head into the game.
Oh, there we go into the land of dawn. You're talking about the match where Silverwing will be trying to take down Team Looney Tunes, or will it be Team Looney Tunes trying to take down Silverwings? And with that, both the teams, okay, rotation coming in strong. Looks like both the junglers are focused on the same side of rotation.
Yeah, I mean, it is funny enough. It's always kind of hilarious to me whenever junglers like start on the same side. Not like they are starting on the same buff. They're starting on the same side. It's either they are are aware of the enemy's position because their roamer is providing it. But I feel like it was more of a decision by the Arlot to do that, because Hylos, we clearly saw he was just helping out the jungler more focused on that. But right now, okay, Lethal Wanderer is just going to go into the hands of Team Looney Tunes, slide objectives in the early game, getting a slide vision, but other than that, we'll probably not see any engages until we get into the turtle pit of the first engage. But okay, right now they're just providing vision, so far we're not probably going to see the engage. And both of these teams being new to us, let's see who can give us a really good impression.
Oh, definitely no first blood yet, but Huyu trying to take down. Okay, Joy comes up, but the Joy is not level 4 yet, a little bit of Hailstorm coming in, but as of now, the Revitalize will be here. Now, talking about the same, the teams are playing it a little bit of aggressively, into the early games, making sure that they have been giving enough pressure, but on the bot lane, and it will be Akaza who will be taken off, and surprisingly, it is into the hands of Granger.
That is going to be a massive L for Looney Tunes, because they just gave out a kill to the Golden Earn, and okay, top lane, looks like Lucas is going to be in trouble as well.
Okay, it is some stuns on to Lucas, and he will be taken down. Next on the chopping block, it is the Ruby trying to get away from the situation as much as possible, and she is safe as of now. But the Joy, though, tried to come in, but unfortunately, the Joy did realize that he is quite low and cannot be helping to his team. But look at that.
Okay, so far, I mean, both of the members, they got 1-for-1 trade, but definitely Granger getting the kill was a massive first point for the hands of Silverwing right now, and this is the first objective. And looking at the pace of the game, Suyo does have the full server to just figure it much easier, but oh, look at that, Arlot charging into the chain.
Okay, the Blue Ray Padre along with that, Sushi Ball will be the one taking down the turtle, but moving forward, Ruby looking quite low. Will she be escaping? No, she will not, and Sushi Ball will be the one taking down. Okay, Akaza next one to the chopping block. Okay, there's spear coming in, looking quite low, but Xavier will be there. Okay, a flicker, frosty breeze coming in, and that really worked out very well.
That is definitely a worth it figure considering that they did take down a kill and got a roamer on the way as well. I mean, they did get a turtle, so overall it's positive trait. And look at that, the aggression from the Ranger on the bot lane is completely insane, and Dietrich is just really getting overwhelmed completely. And that's the issue. That's the issue of giving Ranger one kill. And right now, what is Joyce like supposed to do? Because there's gonna be a lot of ground to cover up. And I'm really not supportive of Beatrix just spending her time there. Should probably recall as soon as possible. Thankfully, the Granger doesn't have the Sky Piercer, so he's just building towards the damage, which is funny enough the right thing. Okay, Joy.
Oh, okay, trying to go in, but she will be stunned. But on to the other hand, it will be Sushi Bowl once again. The snowball is definitely into their hands, but the Death Sonata as well. Ray, that first blood going into the hands of Ranger really kickstarted the team.
Yeah, I mean, his name is a beast. You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Sacred Beast on top lane. You have a guy with a beast name on the bot lane. You should have watched out which lane to focus on, and they kind of let down. And it's going to be really difficult because right now, Joy has a massive bounty that she really needs to take down, and it's definitely Beast. On the other hand, Sushi Bowl is also doing a really great job of securing the kills and maintaining the snowball that their team really requires. And because of that, they're gonna have the upper hand onto the turtle. Okay, bot lane though. Ranger does find himself in a tight position, but he does have the mobility to get out of it. But right now, the turtle spawning in. Suyo.
Oh, so you're trying to almost taking down another kill right there, but it's not possible. Okay, Joy coming in with the ultimate, but that is not possible. But the turtle is up, the turtle in contest as of now. Both the teams do have heavy presence around the river area. Now it is only the time as well as the retribution who will be the ones winning, but a little bit of stuns into Lucas. Lucas popping his vengeance, trying to make sure, but it will be the Sushi Ball gets the turtle, but okay, Rhapsody coming onto the play, but it will be the Namja who takes down the kills, the frigid glacier, actually freezing every single one as much as possible. There we go, 3-man freeze, but it is a win into the hands of Team Silver Wings.
I mean, I kind of find it hilarious that, the studio is called Sushi Bowl. He's getting all the turtle sushi for sure for his team, and we're going to have to wait out and see if he's going to get the last turtle sushi bowl as well. Other than that, Beast has already gotten the Sky Piercer, so that means all of the kills that he's going to be getting next is going to be not skyrocketing, it's going to be like, it's not sky, it's like cosmic rocket. And okay, bot lane for freeze.
Okay, final flash coming in, but no, Igris will be the one taking down. Zakas are looking quite low. It will be the kill into the hands of Beast, but the top bot lane is all open. Will Xavier be alone trying to protect it?
So overall, 6-4 score, and right now it's been only 6 minutes, and we do see a 2,000 goal lead into the hands of Silver Wings. And Studio so far has a killing spree, 3-0. You can see the chart of, looks like, Team Looney Tunes are just kind of making the committee not of their enemy, but for themselves. Just look at that, they did not have a positive goal trade even into a single second or a minute. Looks like Silver Wings are definitely using up their wings to fly up because they haven't gotten a single chance to get cut it off. And right now, Studio, after going into the bot lane, look at the damage from Granger, supposed to flicker out. Just gonna retreat.
I really like Silver Wings as of now. They have been trying to give a consistent team fight, making sure that the tank is there always into that situation, And look at that same scenario onto the bot lane. The Granger will not be getting a little bit of overconfidence, but Namja going in with the first item as okay, a little bit of skirmish. Okay, there we go. Shutdowns coming in. The glorious pathway will be there, but the frigid glacier as well. It will be the Namja who gets interrupted, but is this Turtle going into the hands of Team Looney Tunes. Okay, easy Turtle given the fact that they don't have the Suyu coming in, but Lucas jumping in with the vengeance, the beast form dealing so much damage, and no, it won't be enough for them. They need a little bit more damage, a little bit of, immobilize coming in from the backlines from the Zorar, the Xavier, Dawning Lights finishing it up, but Beast with the Sky Piercer stats. Look at that, this is what we were talking about.
40 stacks already and 378 stacks on its passive. It's not looking good for the hands of Team Looney Tunes right now. I mean, they need to do something about the Granger, but Beast a little bit off position. Maybe you gotta be watched out, but looks like, FIRJ? I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but yeah, Joy basically needs to step up the game, but okay, Arlo does take down Lucas as I speak right now, but it's not going to be that substantial because the main target from this county is still Beast. They do take down Sushi Bowl, which was kind of a positive trade, if I'm not lying, but, Beast scaling up is going to be a real danger, but at least one positive hope we do have is that Beatrice so far has 0 deaths, and okay, top lane, final flash.
Oh, the final flash was there, but the backup coming in, it was very late. Aurora in a very, very back line. She needs to reach onto the little bit of her head, but she does have a prior fight, so she can play a little bit of aggressive. But other than that, the teams are looking to take down the turrets from the top lane. But onto the other hand, Ruby will be taken out, taking so much damage with the Beast. But onto the other hand, Death Sonata, one more Death Sonata onto Joy, and she will be taken out. But no, she is quite far away. Gerard does miss that immobilize, but gets it right onto the second time. It will be the Dawning Lights coming in, but the Magic Blade does help it for the Ranger to survive it all out. 0 for 2 trade. Look at that trade.
It is very impressive. They do ban out this Australia, and I do understand the couple combination is really, really toxic and really, really annoying to be dealt with. But that Aura is just showing how much worth she is, and she's more worth than any amount of ice cubes you can even trade for. I mean, that CC coming in from his skill, which is really, really insane. The Frigid Glacier just goes down like 2 or 3 people from the team of Looney Tunes, and right now they're just going to be losing out this Lord for a simple reason that they have been losing out all of the engages. I mean, Aura has so much self-control, and they do not have any form of repercussions, any form of countermeasure to go against this Aurora. The only thing they can do is rely on Joy to take her down, but how can they do that? She is in the backline. She's only been taken down once, and that was because the Arlot was nearby. But other than that, what can they really do? The Hylas is providing so much of front lining, and there's also the fact that the Lucas is providing so much self control necessary into the front line, and we can already see the full game happening into the bottom lane. 10 minutes in, 11-7 score, and 3,000 goal lead into the hands of Civil Wing. The Lord is coming in, but oh, look at the top lane, the Granger.
Oh, Granger looking quite in a very dicey position, but the Lord marching in from the bot lane already. It will be Namja who is trying to take it down as much as possible, but top lane, Ruby looking quite aggressive. Guess that I'm offended, right? But the Magic Blade does help it out. The Granger to sustain that little damage coming in, but onto the bot lane as well. I do see a skirmish going on. Sushi Bowl taking down, but Namja onto the next chopping block will be taken down. Double kill is it? Okay, because Joy looking quite close. The electrifying beast coming in, and she is a little bit in a very dicey position. Dashes away left and right and trying to get as much as HP from those creeps as of now.
And I don't think will she survive. Oh.
Okay,
Aurora.
she did survive, but the Granger is there, the Rhapsody as well as okay. The Death Sonata did miss out, but legendary picked up by the Granger. Now look at them, they did push out, the minions did push out enough amount of turrets from the tier 2.
I mean, the goal lead went from staggering like 2k to right now. Look at the amount of damage they're dealing. Oh, final flash.
Oh, the final flash coming in, double kill picked up by the Granger, but no, look at the Dawning Light, so much damage already, and they have been trying to sustain it all. Almost 30% of the HP are already down, but other than that, the teams are playing it slow.
Yeah, they are playing it kind of safe, which is understandable. That was not the Luminous Lord, so they, especially Silver Wing, they can take a little bit of a backseat and not really worry about that much. I mean, there is the Beatrix and the Xavier, which can kind of cause them a trouble, but at the same time, we've just seen that the Granger, it's just too much fed right now. 10-0-2, his strategies effects are completely maxed out. Beatrix is still going to take a lot of time to scale up, and having that Rose Gold is just helping him so much. Look at the damage coming in from this Granger right now, just forcing everybody to go back to their comfort and the safety of their base, as the Luminous Lord is going to be spawning in right now, and there's nothing much that honestly Team Looney Tunes can really do unless this Joy can pull up a miracle play, get the Lord, and provide them the window that they're really looking for. But can it really happen? Let's see, because the Joy getting into position. So you're aware of it. Okay, Joy.
Oh, Joy trying to go in with Electrifying Blitz, looking quite low. She will be taken down, but the Lord, the Sushi Bowl will be the one taking down with the Retribution. But onto the other hand, Namjoon looking quite low. It will be the Akaza. Next from the chopping block will be taken down. The Luke has so much damage, but wait a minute, Sushi Bowl jumps in yet again. Try to do damage, but the Beast with the Sky just stands taking down members left and right. But Sushi Bowl, unfortunately, will be shut down.
That was obviously the engage was into the hands of Silver Wings, but I felt like Joy was just not given enough vision to really go into the Lord and provide some form of steal. I mean, I feel like it could be possible if there was some form of vision, but I feel like that was kind of a bad decision, and Aurora also a little bit too ahead and gets punished for it immediately. But I feel like they could afford this kind of loss, because the fact that the Lord is coming up right now, they do have 3 members up. Pilot is a little bit too far away though. It's only 90%, and the goal lead is absurd, 9,000 into the hands of Silver Wing. So despite having 3 positive members, it feels like the Lord is going to go to the waste, because the inhibitors are going to be left unharmed, as we can clearly see. The team Looney Tunes taking down that Aurora and Suyo really played their part in defending their base, because they bought enough time for Xavier or this. Okay, Lucas, he wanted to go in, but yep, they do not want to. But still, my point still stands. They do defend their inhibitors really well, so that means they do have solid chance, because we did see the Xavier melting down Suyo and Aurora with just a single dawning light. So I mean, he's got the ordered one skin, so he might just turn the tides around on this game. It is quite possible. But yeah, Team Silver, I feel like they do have a plan. They do have ways to counter it out, because the next Lord is going to be coming in 70 seconds, and they just need to hold the lane, perhaps. Let's just wait out.
Oh, that's true. Let's just wait and watch what will happen, because these teams really have a lot to take in, given the fact that they don't have a, they don't have a river area control as of now. The Lord will be up under a minute now. Under a minute, they need to make sure that they are farming up. They need to make sure that they are getting items. Now, I do feel like it is the Beatrix who has farmed up, because almost 2,000 damage and critical damage have been dealing onto the minions. So why not to the heroes? The question still remains, given the fact that she needs to position herself very well. I don't feel like she is doing a pretty well job, but again, team Silver Wings are too pushing. They are inviting themselves time by time, every single time. Look at them.
Yeah, so far it's only been 6. Okay, it's not only that, it's been late game right now. It's 16 minutes in, 19-10 score, and the goal lead is it's gonna matter quite less. This is the point of the game where the epic comebacks happen. This is the point of the game where you can see the impossible happen. But okay, we do see a negate.
Oh, there we go. The Akaza trying to go in with a final flash, but unable to get a perfect, setup right there. But Conceal will be popped off now. Beatrix trying to find a very good position. Will she be successful? Okay, Frigilation coming up. Akaza, it will be Akaza who will be taken down. But Suyu does get enough damage. It will be unstoppable. Picked up by the Granger. Trying to go in for more, but Beatrix looking quite low. Rhapsody doesn't connect onto the Beatrix, but onto the bot lane. It will be the Joy who will be taken down.
Having 3 members down in the price of 1, Team Silver Wing is obviously into the comfort zone of getting this slot, and they're just going to be able to get it. The game is going to go into the 17 minutes slightly of a late game. Maybe Xavier can help out the wave clear. I mean, Xavier and Beatrix are the ones who are still alive, so that means they do stand a chance at defending this base. But look at the immortalities coming in from the hands of Team Silver Wing, especially into the hands of Lucas. So they're just going to go all in, dive in. Xavier just use up the dawning light into the mid lane, knowing that it might just help out slightly a bit. But was that the right decision? We might just see it quite soon. right now. This might be the final stretch for Silver Wing, and they might just reuse their, wings to get the victory that they really, really require. You got Lane Sync coming in. This might be the final stretch. Let's see if Looney Tunes can pull up a cartoon business here and just somehow do something that we are not expecting, or it's just gonna be like fate decided and Team Silver Wing is gonna get the win.
Oh, this is wait and watch with the Lord looking quite low, though 8,000 HP left, but the top lane, they have been actually trying to take it down. Glorious pathway coming into play as well. Dawning Lights connecting to the minions, trying to make sure that they don't get a push into the crystal. As of now, the minions are there from the mid lane, and that is quite deadly given the fact that this Lucas does jump in with the vengeance, but no, he won't be surviving. Immortality already going down, but the frigid rage is connecting onto two people. So much damage. Joy will be taken down, and the next of the chopping block would be the Lucas.
Oh.
Okay, doesn't finish here. Akaza does get a double kill. They are trying to get more kills as much as possible, but Team Silver Wings looking quite low as of now. They will be moving back, trying to get their HP back.
That caught me by surprise. I feel like Aurora wasn't prepared either, because that really came out of left hand, because damn, that Akaza was just completely prepared to make sure that Aurora becomes a Rengoku. Okay, that was a little bit too much maybe. But anyway, 23 to 13 score. The goal lead is gonna matter quite less, but look at that. Looney Tunes are making the moves. They're really pushing the base. Oh, Beatrix!
Oh, the Beatrix looking cool. In a very bad position. Will be taken. Now the Glorious Pathway does help out, but looking at the Wishing Lantern dealing so much damage. But no, Xavier won't be able to deal so much damage as he expected. But Joy hiding out into the bushes. Will they be successful though? Another Dawning Light coming into the mid lane, but Joy is trying to cut off and not successful cut off. She will be free and she will be taken down. No mercy shown, and with that they are still making sure to push down the base.
It is okay. Looks like it's like it's over. Silver Wing, despite having gained the extended quite a little bit open, they not have any minions raised. Okay, Xavier is just buying out a lot of time for his team. How much is the question, because look at that. 2 minion waves are coming in. They know they can win. Oh, Ruby, can he defend this?
Oh, highly possible, highly possible. Look at that, they're trying to go in. The base is all open. Beatrix will be popping his flicker, trying to go back, but the crystal will be taken down. No way, Silver Wings, they did it again. They did get the game, but Looney Tunes, unfortunately for them, they lost the crystal. But we do have another chance into their hands, so I hope the next time they do come prepared with all those things that they were missing in this match.
Yeah, I feel like one of the main important factors that they were kind of missing. I mean, Arlo tanked, his aggression was really impressive. Akaza did do a good job, but I feel like they kind of needed something else. And also, Joy isn't really a bad pick, but it's the fact that I just feel like SJR, SIR, basically the Joy player, I hope he can practice his mechanical skills a little bit more. I feel like it was lacking in the micro part, and also considering one of the fact that Joy, I feel like it did not work out for a simple reason is the fact that I mentioned it, right? Suyo can maintain a distance. Suyo can play like a fighter, but Joy, she cannot. She has to play purely like an assassin. She has to go in and she has to come out safely. If you cannot really do that, as a jungler, you're going to be in a deficit, and that is basically what happened when they were facing the deficit into the jungle and also giving out the kills to Beast. It was already a massive red flag that was waving in front of the team. Xavier, though, really good job, was defending the base as much as possible, but at the end, the final stretch on 20 minutes, it just was game over for them. So yeah, overall, I feel a good effort from the hands of Looney Tunes, but yeah, I hope they can do something about the jungle, and definitely, I feel like roaming needs a little bit more improvement, but kudos to them.
Oh, that's true. Then that was it for this match. Both the teams really put out a very spectacular show for us. But this is Mobile Legends 5v5. Only one can move ahead. And today it was Silver Wings. With that, let's wait for the next match to happen. Let's take a short break.
J in Bengal. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And yep, this match gonna be awesome because it is Indian gaming series. And yep, this match I'm not aware of the names, but yeah, with in the casting desk it is me, Jay for Justin, and Ray. And Ray will let us know what is the name of the teams because it's all blank.
Okay, for now we're just gonna pretend it's blank. Okay, I mean we're gonna have to give. I mean we need to let our audience figure it out, for themselves, right? I mean this is think of it as an fun treasure hunt. Yeah, figure out the team name. It's just for just fun. But anyways, let's see what the last match of tonight entails us. And I'm really glad to join you, Jay for Justin. And let's see what these teams have in store for us. I mean, we just saw the previous game. I mean, you were there, right? You were seeing the previous game, how Silverwing was playing quite of a extended game, and we did see, kind of maybe a possible comeback coming in, but it didn't really happen. So let's see if this game is going to be something different, or we will see something similar.
I mean, it was not the previous game was not that much of a one-sided match. I mean, that's Gojo was definitely trying to do something, but it didn't really work out. But yeah, I hope this game, these people, does give us a battle to watch. But with that, Juxin has been getting banned as well as the Granger. The team Red doesn't really want. They locked out that they take the Granger in the first pick. So definitely great choice of their ban. But I'm not sure about the team Blue why they're banning out the meta heroes. So they want to get something in their hand to grab to utilize the first pick. Also, they are aware that if they are not so sure that the other team doesn't get 2 heroes instead of 1, so that could be more disastrous. So let's see what they goes with. Though, any prediction, Ray?
I mean, this is quite similar to previous games ban, I would say. So, I mean, the Joy, except for the Joy, this is quite similar. Like the Fanny, Badang, Zushin, it is understandable. But yeah, I feel like the possible reason that the first team, I mean, Blue team hasn't really, gone. I mean, they could have picked up these heroes, right? But it could be possible, perhaps they're not masterized yet. Or the second thing is that they do not want to take the risk of taking one and giving out 2. So that could be a possible reason. But anyways, let's not keep our audience, too much figuring out. Obviously, we have Team Neox Squad and Snake in Ego Shadow. That is one hell of a name that I would say. Like, quite of a mouthful name. Like, that is a whole sentence that really right now.
That's the name of a movie of Jackie Chan, Snakes in the Eagle Shadow.
Yeah. And it's quite interesting that they decided to go in for a movie name. And they could have gone for something short, right? But they decided, no, we're gonna pay tribute to Jackie Chan. And funny enough, I want to see if they're gonna pick up Tao. if they're gonna pick up Tao and really, really commit to it. But anyways, we're just gonna see the Kaja right now. Oh, nope. They
decided to troll us, to be precise, and yeah, they will go with the Hylos, and yeah, he is pretty versatile. You can play it in the XP lane as well as the roam, the sandbag, the slow effect, whatever. It comes with a whole package, so definitely great choice of picking the current meta. But let's see what team, I believe it's Team Nox or whatever, what they goes with. What they have a lot of big, but are they going with the Sun? I mean, Sun with the critic build is kind of going on among the people. People are playing in the EXP as well as in the gold lane. He's kind of versatile as well as the jungle, but Sui is already picking as the jungle role, so definitely he's going in either of the 2 roles. So yeah, let's see how it works out for him though this time. But as a response, it seems like he is trying to get that Dyrod in his hand. So yeah, if he locks that Dyrod, that it will be pretty sure that Hylos is going to the roam position. So yeah, so for now they have quite of a hero. They have a Harriet, they have a Irithel to go, especially fill up the MM role, which are the meta picks. Okay, we're gonna see a Hayabusa in response to Suyu. Let's see how it works out for them though.
And it's kind of sad that we don't really exactly have a hero that is like similar to a Snake or an Eagle. I would have really loved to see, the blue side pick it up. I mean, we do have Selena, which has the abyssal arrows like a snake, but I feel like that's not really quite close to it. But anyways, jokes aside, So far the draft has been quite like predictable. I mean, Sun is that kind of a hero that recently got buffed, and we are seeing him pop up just like Batang right now. So he might just blow us our expectations out of the window, or he could be something that they need to watch out for. I mean, he is more of like a marksman where he needs to scale up quite a bit, right? I mean, he has the same issue as Zilong where he needs to scale up, but at least he has himself to accommodate for the fact. But anyways, we're gonna move to the second phase of the ban, and we'll just see what heroes that they don't really want to so far. And that Akai ban after Tiger, it just writes itself up.
Yeah, I was thinking about this whole time. If they're gone with a Kaja, this could be a perfect eagle. And if they're gone with an Yuzhong with that starlight skin, it could be a perfect snake. So they could have made it up, but they decided to go with definitely a meta draft. So they definitely made it kind of boring for us, though. I'm just kidding, guys. It's good. But yeah, Sicilian has been logged. What do you want to say on that?
Yeah, it is understandable. I would have definitely loved to see that. And I feel like the collector skin is also kind of a snake, if I'm not wrong. Or was it a dragon? Okay. Anyways, let's keep the jokes aside. Right now, the side of Team New York squad, they're just going in for full on counter. They're really depending on the Tiger a lot, which is a good thing. A good thing if you have a tank like perhaps like Kimi, or perhaps like Lord Insane, or someone who can really commit to the bet. But it is going to be really difficult if you're banning out 2 heroes for just your tank. It means that you're showing the enemy that, look at it, Tiger is our main bone, and that is not a good sign because they will break it. They are going to be looking to make sure that Tiger doesn't really land the implosions. And look at that, the Airtel already changed the spell as I speak. So they have to be careful, because depending on your tank too much, I mean, you should depend on your tank, but depending too much and throwing it to your enemy, you're kind of exposing your weakness.
That's absolutely right. I mean, they just need a disengaged mage at this point, maybe an Aurora to that initiating hero Tigreal, and boom, it will not just work properly for them. So yeah, they have a lot of counters, but let's see what Just Lemons goes with. It seems like he is the mage user of their team, already showing off the mages. But yeah, in the EXP lane, they have quite of an option open. The Phobius is there, so since their enemy's XP lane has already been show to us, which is the sun, maybe. Okay, they made it quite versatile. Now it definitely might be a bit of a question, but maybe the Hylos is going to the EXP lane against the sun, but the sun will be now will have a chance to go with a Trinity build to deal a lot more damage, especially with the DHS as a main item, which will eventually help them to melt the Hylos. But let's see how it works out for them, though. And in the MM lane, the Melissa has been locked. So far, we're gonna see Irethel versus Melissa in that lane. So it's a big question which of these 2 MMs will dominate the lane, though. But if you ask me which draft do you think I like the most, I would say I will go with the draft of Team Next. What about Ray? Well, what about you, Ray? Which draft do you think might have a better chance winning this game, though?
I mean, definitely. I feel like Snake in the Eagle Shadow, they definitely have the better chance overall, for a simple fact that they do have the Airtel and the horse combo. I mean, they have like fish, they have a tiger, they have a horse, they have a lot of animals, just like the name implies. But on the other hand, I wouldn't really undermine Sun as well. So, of course, there is going to be a lot of interesting plays here that I can already tell. So, I mean, the goal lane is going to be really interesting for the fact that it's mobility versus someone who's just standing. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the land of Dawn, and on the casting desk to Ray and Jay for Justin. And this is Team Snake and the Eagle Shadow on the blue side, and red side is Neox Squad. Quite interesting names on both ends. But let's see how both of these teams can do in this, this last game of the night. And talking about the draft, yep, definitely going to go with Snake and the Eagle Shadow. But let's see if they're going to impress us, or we're going to see Casa's curse work out and New York Squad just winning out the engages.
I mean, I really like the view, to be honest, but yeah, the Hylos, Sun is playing a little bit safe, but Hylos is having fun, It seems like he's just killing the clones to get some extra gold. Look at that. Nah, he missed it. Just there it seems. But Tiger doing some CC as I can see there to the Aerithel. But yeah, she will be using the Purify to escape the situation. So yeah, that's definitely an perfect burnout of the resource right there. So another time they catch him, it might have fatal. But look at the damage of the Suyu into that. Carmilla has been forced to back off, but she is kind of cocky. She's not backing off right now. But yeah, she's using the heal. But again, Suyu diving into her. Tiger doing some damage. Bam, no HP. And the Sacred Hammer, the first kill will make sure she goes down. Obviously, will be popped. And it is the Suyu that has been taken down by the Khadita, it seems. But Haya did need the kill there. But Aerithel as a backup will make sure the mage of their team will take her down. So far, 2-for-1 score for the team. But it seems like Hyla's kind of low. What are you going to say on that, though, Ray?
I was like, it is not really surprising because Sun is a kind of a hero that can deal a lot of sufficient enough damage. I mean, Hylos is kind of weak to Sun. I mean, Horse is weak to Monkey. That is quite funny to say. But I mean, if you have 3 monkeys, the monkey beats them. But anyways, the turtle is going to be spawning soon. And so far, Snake and Eagle already has 2 kills on their boat. Slight bit of gold lead of 1,000. And they have already started the turtle. But still, excelling at the turtle field. Can we see him make a miracle play? He's not able to gold yet though. So kind of behind. Let's see what happens with the turtle.
Real. Okay. Grace Pop has been popped as an okay. Suyu has been taken down by the rough waves, it seems, and Sun being distracting by his clones, and Tigreal trying to run for his life, for escaping the situation. But okay, great shadows by the Hayabusa will make sure the tank just got bursted there, and right now they are just squeezing up all the resources so that the Suyu doesn't have to get a chance to farm up. And Hayabusa already level 6. Look at the level of the Suyu, already level 4, 2 level gap so far. But Kamila, she did give 180 gold to the Suyu. It seems quite of an overextension from her side though.
Yeah, overall, this is quite of a classic game that we're seeing from both ends. And overall, team Snake and Eagle Shadow is just performing a little bit slightly better. And until that mistake was kind of, it's not much of a biggie. But at the same time, you're gonna have to watch out for every simple resource that you're giving up. But anyways, we are seeing an ambush coming in into the top lane. Tiger, aware of it, just gonna go out of it anyway. And right now, okay, we do see the Carmilla engage.
Oh, nice knock-up along with the follow-up of the rough wave. She is a whole package to take out that assassin down. She doesn't need any follow-up. She is blending her combos absolutely perfectly. And look at the bully, the Melissa popping that skill so that she can able to clear up the lanes. But Implosion has to bomb into 2 people, it seems, get caught out there. Man, running for their life. And look at the Luna's coming for the action there, but Hayabusa getting a kill. Along with the double kill of the Luna is going crazy, it seems. But Hayabusa waiting for it. Doing some damage. The first kill of the Hayabusa doing some crazy and the double the CC of the Suyu is there, but the follow-up. Yep, it will be the Suyu will make sure the Hayabusa goes down. It seems like he didn't have the quad shadow in his hands at the time.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. Perhaps it didn't have to. It does have the flu. Maybe it just might be a slight mistake, a little bit of a mistime. But the impressive thing is that Team Neok Squad has completely kind of turned the game around. Oh, look at the top lane.
Pretty low. It is the Melissa got ganked. Got ganked, and and look at the knockup of the Kadita. Always perfect. Rough waves, and always making sure the dive doesn't go to waste. And she is the playmaker in this match, doing a lot of crazy plays. And with this, the second turtle of the match has been taken out by the Hayabusa. Wow, they're doing great.
Yeah, so far, great performance overall. And despite a slight setback, they got back into their feet, and they're kind of leading the game back again, as we're seeing a 3,000 goal lead in just 5 minutes of the game. The score is 8-5 right now. And I mean, if you look at the itemizations and everything, it's quite similar. I mean, Hylos is going for the Thunderbelt, Airtel is going in for the penetration and the Windtalker. Itemization from overall everyone, but the Lunox is going for the penetration instead of, and looks like she's building for perhaps, I'm not really sure. Is she going towards the Winter Crown or is she going towards the Sky Blazer? It's like a half of both. So we'll have to wait out and see. Other than that, the Kadita though is already done with her first item. Similar itemization on both ends, but overall, I like the fact that Kamila went in for the anti to have the I did miss out the bot lane action though.
Damn, Hylos got melted at the time, but Khadita will be the playmaker, always taking a kill for the team, and she will make sure the Lunax goes down as a trade to the Hylos, it seems. But Sun, the clone, is absolutely menacing in the time. But the Lunax have to be a little bit more careful. Maybe she is going for the Winter Crown for sure. But look at the Hayabusa going back for the engage and will make sure the Suyu goes down. What a great play coming in from both the teams. And also, you tell locking that mid lane tier 1 turret to get some map control in their hand, but it didn't really work down though.
Yeah, overall the mid lane turret is going to be constant. Oh, Hayabusa though, will be shadow kill. Takes the kill.
And will make sure the kill falls in the hand. Lunax running for his life. But yeah, so far quite of a balanced trades from both of the teams, but this will give Team Blue to get another turtle in their hand though.
It's quite interesting. Like, look at this top lane engage. Melissa is just completely committing, but she might just get taken down here because she doesn't have enough damage. And yeah, that's the issue when you're going up against in mobile versus mobile. And she does 2 defense items as her first item. She doesn't have enough damage. That's the whole reason that she could not survive. You went in for a little bit too defensive that would lack the offensive to really dish out the damage. But Airtel is going full on offensive and it's just working out wonders for her, and that's how you should probably do the goal lane right now. And just use to talk, intimidate, and it kind of worked, I guess. And right now, they're just gonna go back, but oh, look at the Sun though, just making a little bit of split push, doing best what he excels at. Other than that, Khadija is really not building the Sky Base. I would have expected to build it because she's getting so many kills, but looks like she's not selfish. She's actually really caring about the team and just building towards the anti-heal, making sure that there is no regenerative coming in from that monkey. And right now, red lane, Carmela.
Ooh, great inversion, but the Freezer will be a playmaker, but look at the damage of the Rithal, very impactful in the fight, will make sure 2 people, 3 people. Okay, the Hayabusa with the Sky Piercer is the playmaker, it seems, with the double kill, along with the follow-up, getting some kills for their team. But in the bot lane, it is the monkey versus the horse, and it is the horse always getting outnumbered by the clones, and the lanes are getting pushed. It's the 8-minute mark already, so the monkey will be dealing a lot of damage to the turret though.
Yeah, Monkey is doing monkey business, and by monkey business, good business, because he's really trying to focus on the turret and take down the Hylos as much as possible, because not having him on the team is going to be a really positive thing. Other than that, he does have 2 items going in for 4 attack speed, not really committing to the Demon Hunter sword yet, but okay, mid lane, skirmish, we see.
Yup, Hylos kind of a deep position it seems, but Suns, damn, the clones are really confusing even for me, but the Glorious Pathway has been popped along with the Implosion trying to pop, but the knockup of the Khadija will absolutely destroy the full setup of the Tigreal, and the damage is there to make sure the Tigreal goes down, and look at the damage, and it is the Irtel dealing the damage, and the Hylos getting the finishing hit. But the turrets there, the Hayabusa is too super objective focus, it seems. He will make sure the tier 2 turret of the mid lane will go down, giving them more map control in their hand though.
You're absolutely right, Justin. A lot of map control already gone away, and Snake in the Eagle Shadow is just definitely not in the shadow anymore. They're into the spotlight and they're ready to take it, because looking at the pace of the game, it's quite evident. I mean, honestly, in this meta, the gold lane matchup is so interesting. And if that high goes solar turtle is going to be interesting, but okay, looks like they're committing to it. Just to go in.
And he will use that for the rest of the back line, but there's no one to follow him up. Sun did try, but he will be taken down instead. It's the Hayabusa with the Sky Piercer, maxing his stacks. He's just rocking it, and the Elemental Lord is popping, but no one is even focusing to push that bot lane, it seems. And the minions, the big minions, will push them itself. They're quite confident, and they want to focus on the mid lane. But Hayabusa going in crazy with the Ogre Shadow kill, but he will be not successful, taking out the Melissa, and she will survive with a sliver of HP then.
So, the Lord is marching down. They do have the Holy Blessing, but how much? Oh, engage still going on.
Again, knockup coming in from the Khadija, but she will be taken down instead, and it is the Irithel deal some damage, it seems, and to make sure that Super Prince get taken down. But again, the Sun trying to re-engage, trying to get the kill on the Hylos, but he will be bursted down instead, Lord, in a little bit of HP. But there is the Lunox to defend it out, but there is one more wave coming in. She might have the light form in her hand, but it is team blue who will fall back, so that they don't want to risk it. They don't want that Tigreal to hit that perfect implosion and something really bad happens. Maybe something, a change of the momentum all of a sudden.
They did try to go in for a full-on engage. They did wanted to commit to for the base, but they just could not really commit to it. But right now, 11 minutes in, and right now the gold lead is 10,000, a staggering 10,000 gold. And this is the moment where usually people would say like it's almost unconceivable, but okay, looks like they just wanted to poke in a little bit. Do they want to commit? Looks like they really cannot just yet, because despite that new spot, it was kind of sad. Hayabusa, I mean, they're just wasting a lot of skills at this point. They're really desperate to end because they are aware that late game seems to change. Do they want to engage? It's kind of confusing because it feels like they want to commit, but at the same time it feels like they don't. Oh,
okay, they are going in right now, it seems. Using the glowing pathway, but the curse of the blood has been blocked. I'm not seeing any connection though, but yeah, there are a lot of damage in the Urethel going in crazy. Some damage, but locking in the base it seems. Snake in the Eagle Shadow will make sure they get the win, make sure the crystal of their base goes down. And with that, Snake in the Eagle Shadow will be winning this match.
Well, they're definitely keeping the respect to the movie, to Jackie Chan. They did not really pick up the chow. I was expecting it. Would have been really nice, but the Hylos, the horse, it does work out. I mean, Kung Fu has a lot of animals, so a horse, monkey, okay, worked out. But anyways, so far, talking about the analytics of the game, I feel like the draft was, I feel like they were too dependent on Tigreal. That is definitely something I would say, because, you pick up the Lunox, that means you're going in completely for the burst, but at the same time, you're picking up the Winter Crown, that means you're not really confident in the fact that you will survive. So I feel like they could have picked up something else, perhaps in Aurora, perhaps maybe something else, just anything. Lunox is a really great mate. I love her, but the simple fact that it's just pure burst cannot really provide any form of crowd control ability to the team. It just kind of huge minus point into the meta, especially when you're going up against the assassin. If I'm not wrong, they picked up the Lunox after they picked up the Hayabusa, so they definitely had the chance to pick up some mage that could block this Hayabusa from doing the rampage that he really, really was doing everywhere. And because the fact that the mid lane support was kind of, lacking, Suyo just could not get the momentum that he really, really wanted. And once that happens, despite the great efforts from Sun and Melissa, it just did not work out. And also, definitely, Melissa went a little bit too defensive instead of going in for the offense and just, go all in and try to commit onto that aircell. So yeah, I feel like giving away the Hayabusa was definitely not in their motto. They did not want it, and when it happened, they kind of got confused on what to do, depended too much on Tigreal, and those were the minus points. And hopefully they can take this and can improve on it. Other than that, Snake on the Eagle Shadow, great gameplay. Kadita, definitely the highlight though.
Yep, guys, that is the full analysis by Ray. And with this, guys, this is the last match of today. So we will be taking a bye for now. But yeah, do subscribe to the channel to hit the like button. And yeah, we will be bringing you more exciting matches like this. And yeah, stay tuned. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever the stream starts. So yeah, so that you could be there in the action. And with this, we will take a bye. And yep, we will catch you soon. So yeah, sleep tight. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. We'll see you next day.